finna happen. Stephen A, hush your mouth, talking all that noise. You can hate all you want, but we still them boys. Dirty, dirty D, Texas where we stay at. Being inside in order till you know that's where we play at. Hey, this year, this the payback. Yeah, we them Cowboys, and nah, we don't play that. Work. This is Cowboy Nation. Work. Welcome to Cowboy Nation. Work. Y'all can keep on hate. Work.
Cowboys Nation, Cowboys Nation, Cowboys Nation. Welcome to another episode of Defending the Boys. I am your boy D Will, and this is another opportunity to defend the boys, right? We're going to talk a little bit about what our defense needs to do against the Philadelphia offense. The next episode that comes right after this is going to be about what the AI believes is going to happen in this game. I read it. Spoiler alert, I'm a little disappointed by what they believe is going to happen. But I do understand. And listen, I had a conversation already where I discussed the fact that I understand how crazy it is that I believe that the Cowboys can win this game. I do. I understand. I get it. I see how that makes me a homer. I understand that our team is not even at 500 and the Eagles are one of easily the three best teams in the league. I get all that. But I can say this. I can say that the Cowboys are trending up and Philadelphia's offense is still trending down. And that's really one of the things that gives me a little hope, a little excitement. If we can continue to do the things that we are building upon in that Raiders game, I understand it was the Raiders, and that's why I said building upon. There are things that cannot be, from a defensive side of the ball, they really can't be questioned, right? Quinnen Williams against the entire NFL. He's a dog. Him by himself, he can't do it. That's why he couldn't get it done against the Jets. I mean, when he played for the Jets, he couldn't get it done with a lot of teams. They didn't have very good records, but it wasn't because the defense wasn't doing their job. Kenny Clark, he's been doing this against a lot of teams, with the team that goes to the playoffs a lot. There is no question about whether or not he can do what he does against a team like the Eagles. Oso Digizua, he's been doing it against the Eagles consistently. So there's no question whether or not he can do what he needs to do versus the Eagles, right? So do we still have questions? Oh, absolutely. We still have questions in the secondary. We're relying a lot on a untested cornerback. That's what I'm going to call Siobhan Revel, because I still don't give a lot of credit to the wide receiver room of the Raiders. So this is going to be his first test. Does that mean he's going to be horrible? No, it just means that, yes, I acknowledge the fact that he is untested. He's an untested rookie. Deron Bland is a tested veteran. And I believe that in a situation where, and just, I mean, to be honest, I feel like the only game that Eberflus had a good plan for was that first Philadelphia Eagles game. Now I expect them to come in and make their changes and be able to be prepared for, but I just felt like he had a good plan for Jalen Hurts. And I expect for it to be a lot of the same. And this time, please remember the last time that we played him, we didn't have, it was Kenny Clark's first time playing. He had less than a week to prepare for that game, right? It was the Cowboys in general, that defense, trying to figure out, because they didn't expect to have life without Micah Parsons. That wasn't an expectation of theirs. And I'm coming directly from the players, here. We have a lot of health. The only negative health really that we have at this point that was there for the original Philadelphia game was Trayvon Diggs. And that's where I said we're hoping that a untested rookie can kind of provide the same coverage that he provided in that game. But again, remembering that it was 99% zone coverage in that game. And I think that in this game, we're going to do a lot of zone coverage and may have some press man that they're adding in, because we've learned a lot about who we are over the last few weeks. And that just simply gives us a chance. So what we're talking about is whether or not our defense has an opportunity to stop the Philadelphia Eagles offense. Well, first of all, we've already done it in the first week. They didn't score a lot of points, so it's not like we're expecting them to just, score 30 or 40 points against this defense. Second point, their offense just isn't scoring 30 or 40 points. It is not. I believe that we have the same opportunity to stop the run as the rest of the teams that they've played, including the way that we did it the first time. Their run game isn't the same. Their offensive line is injured. They can't do things the way that they've done it in the past, yet they found a way to win. But the Cowboys, as a team, know how to win as well. We just have to do a better job. I mean, our coaches doing a better job of, ensuring that we're the ones that have the ball last and different things like that in some of these close games. Those are learning opportunities I think that we've gone through and we've pushed through, and we're built for this type of game. Does that mean I think that we're just naturally a better team than the Eagles? Not necessarily, but I feel like the Cowboys is a pretty good team. I mean, when you really look at what we have, they beat us in two areas, really, right? They beat us in the fact that their running back has a better name. He doesn't have better stats this year, but he has better stats overall, right? So they beat us there. And then they beat us in the fact that their secondary has probably better stats than our secondary does, right? So just team for team comparison, that's kind of how they beat us. We have a similar defensive line now with Quentin Williams, Kenny Clark, Oso Digizua, with Clowney, with Ezeraku, the rookie, James Houston. I mean, we have a scary defensive line. We have decent linebackers in Overshawn now, who we didn't have the first game, who because Jalen Hurts beat us with his legs the last time. I'm hoping from a spy standpoint that Overshawn can stop some of that from happening. That's what I'm actually hoping for. We have, Logan coming in that's a much better coverage guy than what we've had in the past. Not trying to bash anybody that was already here. We have some of the opportunities that we didn't have in the first game to actually pull out a victory. And even with all that, even with not having it and Jalen Hurts beating us with his legs and yada, 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 we can still say CeeDee Lamb catches a couple of passes, we win that football game. So, yes, I believe we have an opportunity to win this game, opportunity to go 5-5-1 in the season. And that kind of starts to unlock people thinking about, can the Cowboys do more than what they have done? So if you just ask me what I think, I believe we have that opportunity. I think that we have a better opportunity of our offense scoring points against their defense, which is a very good defense, than really their not very good offense having a opportunity to run up the score on us. That's how I feel. Now, with that being said, we've already talked about the deficiencies that our offense has. I believe that the deficiencies our defense has is kind of hidden by the fact that Hurts is not the most accurate pocket passer. Now, can he make plays? Like, I'm not here to down Hurts. He's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. You can say what you want to, and he can't do this. He can't do this. You know what he can do? He can win. I'm not that guy. That's just not me. I am saying he's not a backup, accurate passer that's going to pick you apart. I feel like he's going to hold the ball and be safe with passes. That's going to give our rush an opportunity to get to him. That's going to require him to run around. Hopefully Overshawn can be at the form, or he can stop him from picking up all the first downs, because it seems like he got every first down with his legs prior to. And in those type of situations, I think it gives us a chance to actually hold them to under 30 points. Now, can we score 30? We talked about how to score 30. Obviously, a lot of people talk negative about me in that. A lot of Philadelphia fans, not Cowboys fans, y'all was with me. Philadelphia fans don't believe that our offense can score 30. I only said 30 because I'm not saying that our defense can 100% stop them from getting 4 touchdowns. A touchdown every quarter. I'm not saying that, yes, we can stop them from being able to do that. What I am saying is I don't think they're going to score multiple touchdowns in those quarters. And if we can score 30 points in that situation, we actually win the game. With that being said, I do believe that it's a situation where we come away with a 31-28 type of game. This is the defending Super Bowl champions. It is a team who is really finding ways to win all the time, but I still believe that the Cowboys have an opportunity to pull this game off. I think that our defense is going to continue to show a little bit of something that they have. Again, I'm not saying a shut down defense. I'm not going there at all. I'm just simply they shut down the Raiders because the Raiders can't do much to begin with, but neither can Philadelphia. I mean, when you really, really, really think about it, no run game. They have some very good wide receivers, but a quarterback who is going to have to run around and get to them, and he can make some passes, but he's going to have to make them, and I don't think he's going to make all of them. That's just my opinion of Jalen Hurts. He's not going to make all of them. They're going to have to find another way to win, and their way to win is going to have to be from their defense, like they have been, stopping our offense. I don't think our offense is going to be able to just run up and down the field on them either. I just feel like we'll be able to create 3 additional points than what they will be able to do. So that is how I believe our defense has the opportunity to actually stop the Eagles. There's simply being able to stop the run, which a lot of teams have done this year. Saquon Barkley has not been going off like he did last year. Their offensive line is not as good as it was last year, stopping the run, right? And then in the stopping Jalen Hurts with DeMarvion Overshown, not allowing him to pick up every third down with his legs. And obviously in the secondary, hopefully playing a lot better, but understanding that Jalen Hurts just isn't going to hit every single pass. That's going to give us the opportunity to win. Well, we'll see. Game is coming up tomorrow. We're going to be looking forward to it. Hey, right after this one, click on the one about what AI says is going to happen. I think you'll be surprised. I'm not going to lie. Spoiler alert, like I said earlier, they don't have us winning, but let's talk about why. It's be in the next video. All right. This is Defending the Boys. I heard D. Will.